Yeah, I don't. I've been trying to use this. What the heck's caught under my chair? A cord? There we go. I've been trying to use this for like late night streams, but I don't really think it works very well for Caesar 3. I don't really think it fits the aesthetic. There we go. We'll go to a more normal one. I also don't know. I also don't know why my hotkey for Sound Safari is not working. But whatever, it's fine. We figured it out. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I've had a long day editing videos that I shouldn't have had to edit. But that was my choice. That was the choice that I made today. I spent most of the day dealing with the whole War of Dots thing and trying to figure out what I was going to do about that. That was a pain. That was a pain, but it's fine. It's fine. I got 2 of the videos uploaded or re-uploaded. I'll put 2 more up another time, probably. I could probably have just not worried about it, but I've invested too much time over there to not worry about it. So it's late at night, 8 o'clock at night, my time. I'm gonna try to do the last mission to Caesar 3. You know, we've been kind of sitting on this game for a while. I started it in September? And I've kind of just been playing it periodically when I have time, when I feel like it. And yeah, I think it's time we finish this. I don't remember which save game I used. Was it this one? I think so. So this was our last city. It did very well. Very fancy, very pretty. Fancy dancy. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And it should tick over. When the year ticks over, it should finish. But yeah, I always say this. Sometimes I'm surprised, sometimes I'm not. It's late at night. I'm not really expecting a lot of people in the chat. Rip Rubin lives in the chat, so that's okay. Why didn't the mission end? Uh-oh. Is there still more we have to do here? Too few academies? Okay, I can put an academy down. Was that satisfactory? I promise the mission ended. The mission ended before. Okay. Well, apparently you don't do much. Oh, you hang out. You watch the stream. It's okay. Apparently we're going to have to fix whatever problem is in this city before we move on to the next mission. Too few libraries. We can plop down a couple libraries. Let's see. Well, I don't know what broke, but hey, we got our promotion, so let's not worry about it. All right, little bit of an interlude there. Incredible. All right, so the final assignment: Lindum or Massilia. Let's go ahead and pull out our coin flipper that has done us so much work doing these city builder, the old Impressions games city builders, yeah? Let's see. Should do some homework, so you'll leave the stream on in the background. Fair enough. Fair enough, Rip Ruben. All right. Let's see if I can do this. It's been a while. There we go. It's a little jank, but that's okay. All right. What do we want to do here? I guess we'll do heads, Lindum, tails, Mycelia. Why not? It's a 50-50 shot. Let's go. Heads. All right. Apparently, this seems to be a war-heavy playthrough, it seems. So we're going to be doing Lindum. Let's go.
Our borders to the far east, south, west are secure. Various Germanic tribes threaten the near eastern borders they have always done. Rome's legions are committed to that frontier. I have no troops left for the far north or generals to command them. You will secure Britannia once and for all.
Totally.
Build a medium city far to the north, in the province called Lindum. Here, your military prowess will
Yeah.
as your governing skills. Your assignment is to build a wall.
That's right. We're going to build a wall, and we're going to make the Celts pay for it.
Security is your main concern in Lindum, but I also challenge you to achieve high ratings to prove yourself worthy of the next.
Favor rating, culture rating, peace rating.
Can do it.
All these seem pretty all right.
I shall turn the empire itself over to you. I have wanted to retire for some years now. Lacking an heir, I need to find a worthy successor.
Dude is literally immortal, and he's like, I'm just going to retire now.
Last time, and the ultimate prize is yours.
Oh, boy. All right, let's head in, shall we? All right. Well, there's our road. We got a little bit of farmland here. We got a lot of farmland over here. And wolves. Let's go ahead and solve the wolf problem. We gotta lock the wolf. Shoot! No! There we go. We gotta lock the wolves away in cages. I'm not super worried about spending money here, and I'll explain why here in a moment. We're going to have a pretty sizable injection of cash that'll make it less of a problem. Nope, don't get out. You know what? We can deal with one wolf. Is there any down here? Yes. All right. Oh, they're trying to get away. There we go. All right. Anyway, let's see. What do we have to deal with here? Clay pit, iron mine, and timber yard. So we can make weapons, furniture, and pottery. Let's see. Farms. So we can make oil, but we can't import, or we will probably have to import olives. Buys pottery. Buys weapons. And these require boats to do. Where's our... I'm guessing this is our water source? That's going to be weird, but okay, it's fine. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start building our little base up here, I think. Is that where we want to build it? Oh, I'm being so indecisive. Yeah, let's build it up here. We may already be in trouble. We may have waited far too long to set this up. Uh-oh. Employees needed. That's correct. There we go. All right, we'll bring the people in. So this will be our first little housing block. So there's a few things that I want to set up immediately. The first thing I want to set up is a military industry. And then I'll kind of worry about everything else. So here's our food. Put the granary there. We'll go ahead and put a couple markets in. Couple prefects. And a couple engineers. There we go. Yeah, so we have all these rocks up here that we could use to produce weapons. And here comes the people. Nice. So we're going to build a block of housing here. We're probably going to build like a couple of blocks of housing up here. And they're all going to be fed from this fertile ground down here. That's what the game plan is. I don't know how well it'll work in the long run, but that's what we're going to do. All right, let's go ahead and get temples to the gods set up. And I may actually build... Oops. Oh, whatever. That's fine. Neptune... Mercury, Mars, and Venus. There we go. Go ahead and put a prefect and an engineer's post at the end there. Nice. All right, so we have fresh water. We have temples. We have food coming in. Next, we'll need education. We'll need some baths for health. There we go. And that should get us up to cottages, which cottages are pretty nice, so that should be good. And we'll go from there. That's where we're going to start, because it is a lot. It is a lot of initial stuff. I'm going to go ahead and allocate most of my people right now to water. Water and food. That way we can get some food coming in. And you know what? We're going to build another block of housing too. This may seem a bit silly, but I promise you there's a method to my madness. Probably. We'll do something like that. So you may be thinking, boy, you're spending a lot of your money right off the bat, aren't you? It's true. I am spending a significant amount of money right off the bat. But there's a logic to where I'm going with this. I promise. Probably. We'll get those gardens set up so that we have nice, beautified housing. And we are short 85 people. No food stored last month. So, here's the thing. We don't have a mission after this. We don't need to give ourselves a salary. We don't need extra money for emergencies for future games. And we need this money. We'll pay ourselves a little bit of a salary just in case we have to get our favor up. But yeah, now we have 23,000 Pharaoh or Caesar bucks, not Pharaoh bucks. Those Pharaoh bucks are completely different. There we go. All right. So our workers should I've way overbuilt to start this off. I've way overbuilt. But once we get some more workers, it won't be a problem. Yeah, our houses are upgrading, which is good. And we'll be able to go from there. We're just going to connect those. This isn't really the best of ideas because it gives them more intersections that they can get lost on, but that's okay. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Look at all those houses upgrading. Nice. All right, so this should solve, like, a lot of our worker problems. In fact, I should probably add more farms to this. Because we're going to have so many people coming in. Uh-oh. The gods are unhappy. Oh, I know why the gods are unhappy. The gods are unhappy because none of my temples have people in them. Yes. We can probably clear our priorities now. Yeah, we have enough people now that it shouldn't be a problem. It is going to take some time to get food up to these folks up here. It's actually seriously tempting to put a granary up here. I may do that. I've had great luck with that, overall. And just have them get food. Alright, we should have loads of people coming in. Oh yeah. That's a good number of people. Alright, so we should be able to put our weapon industry over here. We'll build a bunch of iron mines along the cliffs here. See, I want to go big on weapons, at least to start with. So I am going to build a lot here. We'll plop down a warehouse. You know, we'll probably plop down the warehouse over here, actually. Let's think a little bit long-term here. We're probably going to build our dock here. So we're going to want our weapons to be down there. Let's see. Weapons. We'll start with... Yeah, we'll start with 4. We have room there for more. We'll probably want more eventually, but we'll start with 4. Employees needed? That's okay. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're just taking their time. It takes a few minutes. Let's go ahead and get an actor colony. I do want to start building a couple of theaters. Place them strategically. And by strategically, I mean kind of everywhere. I'm so glad I built that iron mine just to have it collapse in a random event. There we go. And I also need baths over here. It's not really something that I thought about. I don't know how that'll work. But for the health of my citizens, hopefully that'll be good. Put a slum house here. Contaminated water? Oof. This game's not playing around today, is it? This is the very last mission. I suppose I should probably expect it to be a little hard, yeah? Low desirability, huh? We can fix that. I do have to be a little bit careful. I don't have infinite money. I just have a lot of money. It'd be a bit awkward if I ran out of money so soon. Alright. The food is what I'm most worried about. The game thinks that we're producing much more than we eat, so that's good. We'll see if that stays that way. Disease stalks the city. That sucks, but it's probably not surprising. Maybe I should have built some doctors. I don't know. We'll build them now. They're cheap. They help city health, so I guess that's good. So have some houses that are struggling with food. That'll probably work itself out eventually. So, what can we sell locally? Pottery. And clay. Let's go ahead and open up that trade route. I don't know. Well, maybe we can squeeze it in somewhere. How many people are we short? 47? Let's start working on a pottery industry, too. We're just kind of... do a little bit of that. Intersections. Intersections and more intersections. I heard you liked intersections. Disease again? Come on, game, please. Be gentle. Maybe I shouldn't have given myself all that money. I don't know what happens to it all if I lose here. It's not really a place to look at, like, overarching health. I can just see what they have access to. Alright, we are going to build a pottery warehouse down here. And we are going to sell pottery when we have more than 4 units. You guys need education. We can provide education. But yeah, the game's sure not going to be playing nice today, that's for sure. There we go. Hopefully that's the end of the worst of it. I would be surprised. And let's start working on our military. I don't really know where the enemies are going to be coming in on this. I could probably guess, right? They're probably going to be coming in from the north. So let's go ahead and put a couple javelins over here. We're also going to put a couple javelins over here, and then 2 legionaries. I don't know if it's the best idea to go full on javelins, but we'll find out, yeah? Alright, so how does the game think our food situation is now? It still thinks we're good. That's good. Lots of people are immigrating. We still have plenty of room for farms. I don't know if farms can collapse. They can. Okay. I don't know if there's a risk of fire on this map. It doesn't look like there is, but prefects can also help kill the wolves if they become a problem in the future. Alright, so these guys need pottery. We're working on it. That's good. We're getting some weapons stored. That's also good. We had another iron mine cave in. That's wonderful. We need to build a 3rd iron mine. I'll do it, game. I'll go nuts on these weapon smiths. I don't even care. And we hit 1,000 people. Nice. So overall, things are very simple. Our culture is actually really good because we have a lot of theaters and probably more than we need. Our city health is improving. That's good. Hold on. Let me make some Minecraft villager noises for a second. All right. Anyway, back to what we were doing. We could put a few farms in here. It's a bit weird, but it works. I mean, we'll definitely want to use that eventually anyway, so we might as well use it now. I also may have to throw in some more markets. I don't really want to, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Now, we gotta start thinking about what Caesar is going to want from us. I can almost guarantee you that Caesar is going to want oil. I don't necessarily think he's going to want oil immediately. But that just sounds like something the game would do. Hey, we're gonna have you import this resource, and then you're going to have to import the raw material to buy it, or to build it. Yes. It'll be brilliant. It won't be tormenting at all. I am a benevolent Caesar. Alright, I just want this little population center to kind of grow for the moment. I may have gone a little bit crazy on the farms, but that's okay. So it seems like the big requirement for this mission is going to be the favor. 85 favor is a lot. I don't necessarily think it's going to be impossible to deal with. Obviously, like, the best way to deal with that is just time. You can do it at the end of the game after you've completed everything. Alright, I think it's time we open up this trade route and start selling. Where is it? No, the game's gonna yell at me. Stop. No! I know, game. I know. It's okay. Yeah, we're gonna start selling weapons. We're just gonna sell all of them. I'm still patiently waiting for the first notification that we're going to get attacked. Ooh. Got some large casas being built up here. Nice. So that means we'll need the next tier of entertainment, the amphitheaters. We'll build 2 of them. We'll build one there, and we'll build one over here. And we'll go ahead and have the gladiator school. Gladiator schools are probably not someplace that people want to live next to, but we're going to put it there. Why not? We already have some houses upgrading. That's a bit weird, but it's probably because of actors. Actors in general are kind of jank, because, like, sometimes they count as the amphitheater actors, and sometimes they count as the regular theater actors. And they're just kind of weird like that. That's just kind of what you gotta deal with. I think there's always this kind of surge of food collection at the start of the game because, like, we only produce a little bit more than we eat now. But like, at first the markets have to fill up these little tiny tents with food, and then they upgrade and they have more space for more food, and then they upgrade more, and so on and so forth. Ad infinitum. We'll go ahead and put a prefecture and an engineer's post there. You sold off some of our weapons, I think? A little bit. A little bit of our weapons. So that's good. And overall, things are going decent. I would say things are going decently. We're going to start getting our houses upgraded. We're going to get unemployment. We're going to spin that off into more industries to upgrade our houses even more. It'd be great. Now, these houses, these small insulae, they only need furniture to upgrade to the next level, and that's about as far as I'll upgrade them. If folks have been watching the series so far, you'll know that I don't really upgrade my houses much farther past that, unless I intend to upgrade them to high-level housing, because you have less control over them. You don't want a city block of yours to be oscillating between, like, mid-tier and high-tier housing, because the high-tier housing population leave the workforce. So you need that sort of reliability there. Also, I should really probably put a granary down here. It really doesn't feel like we're producing enough food. The game says we're doing okay, but I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that it's just being distributed around all the houses. I'm also keeping an eye on for that first notification that we're going to get attacked. So I don't really know how I'm going to defend my city yet. Mostly because I don't know from where they're going to be attacking. I assume they're going to be attacking from the north. I've mentioned that already. If I was an invading army, that's where I would be attacking, especially if I was from the north. But we're kind of in the middle of the map, so unless they attack from an inconvenient angle, it shouldn't really be a problem. Let's go ahead and run a road down here. That'll make more sense farther down the line. I hope. I think / hope. These houses here still don't have any food. These houses up here are starting to get pottery. That's pretty nice. All right, I think I can expand my weapon industry now. Go ahead and plop down a couple more weaponsmiths. We'll need some employees, but we'll figure it out, I promise. Actually, I lied. I'm a filthy liar. We'll take it back. Because next is going to actually be our woodcutting industry. Where do we want to put said woodcutting industry? Is there enough room up here to put it? This is gonna be a little bit weird. Oh no, intersections. Truly, this is the worst timeline. How could I commit such terrible atrocities? I think that'll be okay. This area may not be the most desirable area in the city, but it's not bad. And we're not planning on upgrading these houses to the high-tier housing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just gotta make sure things don't explode out here. There we go. Game's still claiming that we produce much more than we eat. I know I sound skeptical of it. If I sound skeptical of it, it's because I am. It'd be great if we could put our Senate right there. I guess we could put it over here. It's a bit of an odd spot for it, but I do want to start collecting taxes. So, many discussions have been had about the wisdom of collecting taxes from early cities, from early housing. It's not extremely worth it. The primary reason why you would do so is mostly to offset wages. It's not really going to be a moneymaker for you. It's just to offset those wages a little bit. Okay, there we go. Long lines of food coming in. That's good. We are almost certainly going to have to build a granary down here at some point. We have very little to trade, mostly because it's all going to the legionaries at the moment. That's okay. And we should start getting furniture coming in. If we get furniture coming in, we'll get these insulae upgraded to medium insulae, and we'll be good to go. Still desperately waiting for these huts to upgrade. I'm having mixed experiences with it. Do you have food? You have a little bit of food, not a lot. I may have to put more markets in, just kind of inundate the housing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Do we still have people coming in? We do not. No, we have a few people coming in. I was weighing the pros and cons of maybe building some more houses. Ah, these guys finally got food in here. That's good. Now the question is going to be, will they keep it? It feels like we need more potters. Enemies closing. We didn't get the distant battle notification. Uh-oh. Oh, is the game not going to give me the distant battle notification? That's a little scary. Here, let's put a couple more javelins over here. We're really going to be prepared for this. I have a feeling this is going to be a crazy, crazy mission for combat. Okay, we should start getting furniture brought in. I don't really know where that's going to manifest itself first. It could honestly go to anybody. You upgrading? Yeah. All right, well, we're filling up on food. That's good. We're selling weapons. That's good. We're not selling pottery yet. That's not good, but I'm hoping that'll figure itself out. Yeah, so I'm making roughly about 2,800 Caesar bucks per year off of taxes. That's not a lot. It really isn't. But again, it's just something to, you know, offset your wages a little bit. Maybe make a little bit of extra profit. It's definitely not going to make you rich, though, that's for sure. Okay, local uprising. We could deal with that. That shouldn't be too bad. Ah, yes, Warlock the Wrinkled, John the Pain, Stormgarm, or Strongarm. Very scary, very dangerous, very handsome. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to run a formation that's kind of like this in this playthrough. Or in this, this level. I don't know how well it'll work. This probably isn't the best time to be experimenting with the game's combat system. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, basically what I'm doing is I'm setting up a wider front. But I'm hoping that the damage the javelins deal from behind will, offset the lack of tankiness from the extra 2 Legionnaires. Again, we'll see how it works in the long run. But we now do know that they attack from the north. Or at least those ones attack from the north. We'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, we have a little bit more furniture. The furniture has not diffused through the populace just yet. Do we still need... We're still producing much more than we eat, huh? Okay. Allegedly. Allegedly. According to the game, we produce more than we eat. Uh-oh. No pottery. There's some medium insulae. Okay. But at what cost? Yeah, we're probably going to need to produce more pottery. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to put those potters. I guess I could do something like this. And then put the pottery just here. Like that. I could even put another warehouse up here that accepts only pottery. I don't know the wisdom of that in the long term, but it should work out okay. That way we don't just have the pottery down here. We'll also have the pottery up here, too. It'll be pretty handy. Maybe we should have done that before we even did this, but it's too late now. So, I think... Let's take a look. Our gods are indifferent. So when the gods are indifferent, it means that you probably don't have enough temples and should probably build some more. It doesn't really matter where you put them, as long as all 5 gods are represented. There we go. So I think I'm going to build a cluster of houses down here. I kind of hate it because I'm going to be building on this farmland. But maybe I could just kind of do this. And I'll build out here instead. I think that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Set up an area like that. That is really close to the granary, huh? $36 months for vegetables. I can do that. Let's set up a warehouse here. We're just gonna have this get vegetables. And for the time being, we'll just have these not accept vegetables. There we go. I think I want to shift this down a little bit. Maybe like here. So the block of housing will be something closer to this. Yeah. I mean, we could keep that. I don't really know what we'll use it for. We can put housing here. There we go. Slap those gardens down. Put a couple marketplaces. Engineers posts. The works, basically. There we go. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I wanted it to. But I'm gonna try. There's no harm in trying. Except it's literally the entire empire at stake. But that's okay. $2,000 people is nice. We will want more temples. There we go. There's probably a good argument for building large temples. You don't have to build as many. But I'm lazy. I just kind of do my own thing. It's okay. I don't really like that large temples permanently eat marble. Oh, good. More contaminated water. This looks good. That looks good. Promising. Let's build more farms. Fruit. And we'll put a granary. We'll put a granary here. Plop a slum house. Engineer's post. Prefecture. I did put that slum house there, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And on top of everything, we're about to get attacked. So that's great. All right. The Emperor has his goods. I just deleted a bunch of food. Oops. That's okay. Okay. These guys down here still need entertainment. That's fine. And good. The Emperor is happy that we gave him his goods. Okay. I mean, we could could plop an amphitheater down here. Do that for now. We'll see how that area evolves given time. So we're starting to get a bit of a backlog of furniture. Can we sell furniture? I'm pretty sure we can, but it's by boat. So we would have to put a warehouse down here specifically with furniture. I mean, it's probably worth it in the long run. I don't think we're going to do it just yet. All right, but our houses are looking nice. We probably don't want to sell our furniture just yet, considering we can't seem to keep it in our markets just yet. But we'll definitely will want to soonish. And we'll probably also want to build or produce more furniture. Honestly, this line down here is a good place to produce furniture. Just plop a couple timber yards there. Let's do it. Put a warehouse here for furniture. Do we want to get one for... Do we want to have him bring pottery down? I mean, honestly, the pottery is not too far away. I would think it'd be fine. I'll go ahead and put a block of furniture places there. There we go. I did want to put another block of housing over here, but whatever. It's fine. You can put a block of housing over here. I don't really think that farmland is going to be a problem on this map. There's so much farmland. You know, we have all this farmland down here, and we have all this farmland up here. As long as they don't, like, build a massive development around this lake, I think we'll be good. So our next cluster of housing, maybe we'll put here. And then we'll start putting clusters of housing, like, up here. That seems like it'll make a whole lot more sense. I mean, we only need 6,000 population. We're already halfway there. Or almost halfway there. Okay, so I think I'm going to build a couple of walls. That would be a crazy wall. You gotta do our bro Hadrian proud, right? And we can run this just the whole way down here. We'll want to put a wall over here, too, I think. But that's long-term plans. Alright, well, we have plenty of furniture now, so that's good. Let's go ahead and build a second warehouse over here. And we're going to demand furniture. Gets you? Yeah. You buy 40 iron. I don't think that's worth it. Like, the price of iron... 40. We get 40 gold. That's really not a lot of money. You know, when you're spending like 7,200 a year, getting that 1,600 from the iron just doesn't seem worth it. I mean, maybe it would be. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. We produce just enough to feed everyone. That is not encouraging, game. I don't think that phrase is as encouraging as the game believes that it is. I think we want to do this. That way these farms can get access to this granary easily. That may cause some problems in the long term, but I think it's important in the short term. Alright, let's plop a amphitheater over here. Alright, and in a couple months we should get our first attack. Hopefully we can handle it. We're going to take out these wolves real quick. Just a little bit of a practice fight. I like how this random wolf just kind of ran over here to help. That's not obnoxious at all. Okay. Go home. So I think we're going to put a gatehouse in here. That way we can go out and defend the wall. There we go. I just want to make sure that they don't take a weird path. Of course, I'm running under the assumption that they're going to be spawning up here in the same place that the local uprising did. And that might be a mistake. They might spawn literally anywhere else. They might spawn over here. Who knows? The game doesn't really give you a clear idea of where the enemies are going to be coming from. They might not even come from the north. They might surprise me, come from the south. Encircle me. Very scary. What entertainment do you guys lack? Amphitheater. Really? I mean, there's a guy. We'll see what happens. Also, weren't we supposed to get attacked? Enemy armies at the very moment directly marching toward your city. They have ransacked some villages nearby and are expected to attack within the year. 104 AD February. It's now March of 105 AD. Hmm, 6% unemployment, huh? Do we need to produce more pottery? I find that hard to believe. There we go. That is really not a great spot for them, huh? All right. I suspect they're probably going to just break through the wall over here. Maybe they'll come around this way? Hard to say. Ooh. John the Pain. Blackbeard. Kenneth the Fastidious. They have chariots. It's a little bit scary. Yeah, it seems like they're just going to come through right here. I have a lot of javelins, though. So this really shouldn't be a problem. Maybe. Boy, these charioteers don't really seem to be doing a very good job against the walls, huh? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that works very well. Javelins may be very good, folks. Javelins may be very good. Alright. Let's head home. They're heading home. We're heading home. We'll have to remember that spot. Alright, I think... Already getting enemies closing again, huh? Alright, well... We know what to do. Let's go ahead and build a gatehouse. That way we can actually get out and defend our walls a little bit. And now that we know that they're going to attack here, we can go ahead and build some more towers. There we go. There it is. I was like, where's the prefecture? I'm confused. All right, things are looking pretty good. Things are looking up. Things are doing quite well. You know, I could also put housing down here. It might be a little tricky to get the water source here, but I don't think it's impossible. I also think it's about time we start specializing our warehouses. I've done that a couple of times already, and I really think it works. I don't really know if there's a logic to it, but it definitely seems to help. So here's what we do. We have 3 granaries. We have one that only accepts vegetables, one that only accepts fruit, and one that only accepts meat. And then up here, we have one that only gets meat, one that only gets fruit, and one that only gets vegetables. And the reason why we do this is because it seems like when the market ladies are getting food, they only go after a specific kind of food. So, like, they'll go after food and they'll get meat, or they'll get fruit, or they'll get vegetables. But if you have 300 fruit, 200 meat, 100 vegetables, and they hit that and they just grab 300 meat rather than 600 food, yeah, it really doesn't help, like, spread your food supply around. I think this will be probably okay. But definitely down here, where, like, the hub of the food production is, I think it's a wise plan to do that. All right, let's go ahead and finish out the farms down here. Let's do some more fruit. We'll do fruit over here too. That's a little jank, but that's okay. We'll put a slum house down here. Engineer's post. Prefecture. Did I put a... I put a second engineer's post there instead of a prefecture. Oops. Alright. So that should help food production. And we have all this farmland over here that can produce food as well. We only need 3,000 people. We only need 3,000 people. Prosperity is going up. Peace, favorability, all that is doing good. We even have a little bit of money saved up in case we need to make the Caesar happy. In case we got to make the Caesar salad. All right. Do I want to start importing olives? I don't trust Caesar. That's the problem. We actually made a lot of money this year. Or maybe we just built a whole lot less. I think we're going to start importing olives. To emphasize, I don't have a reason to do this. I can't sell oil. I have to buy it. I'm just pretty sure that the Caesar is going to ask for it at some point, because that's just the kind of man that he is. He goes, "Oh, you don't have olives. Well, I want you to produce oil for me." That's totally the kind of man that Caesar is. So, like, this little bit up here, this little thing, whatever you want to call this, this is all the oil we'll probably need for the entire game, for the entire mission. Okay, you can see my granaries are filling up. That's good. And the granaries down here are serving their purpose, we'll say. All right, all three clusters of houses are almost upgraded. I don't know why these guys aren't upgrading. They have furniture here. They have pottery here. So, who knows? It's a mystery. Is that our first shipment of olives? No, they're buying... What? I'm sorry. Where are you buying furniture from? Could you run me through that real quick? Why are you buying furniture from over there? There's furniture right here. There you go. This must have been out of furniture. That's the only thing I can figure. Either way, look at all the money we have. Let's put a slum house up here. We definitely need to pivot this into something. More housing? More housing would probably be the correct answer. I'm just a little bit nervous to implement more housing right now. Maybe it was a mistake to go for this farmland here first. Because, like, if I build houses over here, you can just use these granaries. But then I need to build the farmland on the farmland up here. Maybe this is the right direction to go then. The gods are actually okay. Okay. There's my olive imports. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a reservoir up here. Let's go ahead and duct it. Nice, nice. There, I guess. There's a new cluster of housing. Go ahead and we'll put some temples out here. Completely waste their religious bonuses in favor of expediency. We may need to put a market over here, too. Now that I look at this. Maybe I need to saturate the world with more markets. I might still have my Pharaoh... I might still be Pharaoh-coded. After all this time, I may just be playing this game like it was Pharaoh. And in Pharaoh, the people were actually smart. Can I do this? Does that work? Because I know they can walk under here. But can a granary not connect to another granary like that? Lame. Okay. We'll just do it like this then. All right. Right along the water here. I don't like it. Let's move this guy over here. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. We're gonna put a house. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're just going to do everything. There we go. And sure, you can be vegetables. You can be fruit. And you can be meat. Delicious. We don't have any meat up here yet. But we almost certainly will sooner rather than later. These guys are struggling more with pottery? Okay. Do I actually have to go crazy on the pottery? We are exporting it. You know, that's actually a fair point. We are selling a bunch of pottery. Yeah, we're gonna have to go nuts on pottery. I didn't think about that at the time, but no. Yeah, no, 100%. We're going to have to build a lot more pottery. Let's fix the unemployment issues we have, and then we'll go from there. I'm so screwed if the enemy attacks here. Let's hope they don't. I am very likely going to need a warehouse back here for pottery. Pottery and furniture. You know, it's always funny. I keep telling myself I'm going to build like 2 clusters of houses right next to each other, and it just doesn't ever happen. It's just too much of a pain. When this is working just fine, why change up the formula, right? $15 furniture. We can get that. That should be pretty easy to get. There's gonna be some real egg on my face if we never need oil for anything. Actually, even if we don't need it for Caesar, I think we're going to need it to break the prosperity level, or the prosperity limit at some point. I think so. No school or library, huh? We can put a school down here. All right, pottery. Yeah, I'm not playing games this time. There we go. Prefecture and engineer's post. It doesn't help that they have to go clear across the city to take these goods, to deliver these goods, and it'll take them all day. But if we just have enough potters, then that's not going to be a problem. We just gotta overcommit on potters, that's all. When's this attack coming in? June? Okay. We should be able to make a June deadline. Probably gonna have to make even more furniture too, now that I look at it. Because it's a very similar problem, yeah? We're just selling a bunch of furniture. And we also need that for our houses to grow. I mean, if we could get our houses consistently to the small insulae, I think that would be a win. Look at all this food. Much more than we eat. It really feels like it now. Now, granted, I did produce a little bit more food, but do you see how, like, every warehouse having its own food source seemed to really help, like, keep my granaries full? It may be a coincidence, but it worked pretty well. I think. It just kind of helps prevent enemies from having... Or enemies. I've been playing too much War of Dots lately. It just kind of prevents players from... Players. I've been playing too much War of Dots lately. Ah! It just prevents market workers from having to do much, or as much, to deliver the same amount of food. Because they no longer have to make, like, a trip for 400 vegetables and 400 pigs. They can just get 800 vegetables, or 800 pigs. And that really saves the number of trips, I think. Market lady, are you going to... Oh, okay. I was about to say, is she going to actually deliver food the whole way down here? You can give some of these slum houses wells. I don't think that'll actually do anything. Desirability is too low out there. No one wants to live there. Yeah, once we get more employees, we're definitely going to have to do something about lumber next. And also, apparently, we need an amphitheater up here. That makes sense. Should build more theaters, too. We are short 87 people. I really think we just need to wait for our supply chains to sort themselves out eventually. Are my market workers are taking the oil. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's my oil. I need that for when Caesar calls. And he's definitely going to call at some point. At some point he's going to be like, hey, I need some of that oil. I need it from my many... I don't buy grain anyway, game. Well, thanks for letting me know. Crack open my drink here. There we go. All right. Financially, we're doing good. We are going to put another group of housing up here. Actually probably put, you know, let's break the mold a little bit. We may not be able to break the mold. Not really a lot of room up here for mold breaking. Yeah, we're just gonna make a little bit of a bigger housing area. We're going to shake things up a little bit. I'm gonna go back to being amateurly for a second. There we go. Plop a couple markets out. Ooh. Alright, let's grab these boys too. I guess the drawback with doing this is that we're literally right up against the walls, yeah? Hello. Don't attack me. Look at that prefect. No sign of crime around here. That's because you're in the middle of the wilderness, buddy. What are you doing out there? Causing a ruckus? All right. Sadly, I don't think our heroic prefect survived, but them's the breaks, I suppose. Yeah, so basically I just made it moderately harder to defend my city, or get the peace rating up, because I'm going to constantly be having the Celts knocking at my door. But that's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Can I get water up there? No. That might be enough. That might be enough baths. History will decide. Speaking of history, go ahead and plop down some of those guys. We'll also want an amphitheater here. Now we're getting a little bit more pottery now. That's good. This is going to be too poor for the rich people's district. You got the forts here. You got the towers here. Desirability is going to be rough up here. Oh, yeah. It'll get a little bit better, but not great. Not great. All right, but that should solve some of our unemployment problems, so that's good. That means we could bring in more food. You need to put a granary up here. That works. There we go. Okay. Next is going to have to be furniture. This is becoming increasingly important up here. So let's go ahead and get furniture there. And just pottery here. That should be fine. All right. It's gonna be a little bit jank, but that's okay. We love the jank here. I embrace the jank. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. That should be enough. We'll put a slum house here. And an engineer's post. And a prefecture. So what, does that mean our rich people place is going down here? Or maybe our rich people place is going over here. That could work. Do we even need a rich people's place? That's going to be the next question. It's really going to come down to whether or not we can break the 50 prosperity. I don't know what the cutoff is for that. 50 prosperity isn't a lot. So we may not need to build, like, Palato Estates or whatever the top tier building is. We may only have to build, like, villas. I don't know where the cutoff is. Let's also put a couple theaters down. I'm actually going to put down a lot of theaters. Not only going to put down a lot of theaters, but I'm probably going to put down another theater school. Actor colony. That's what it's called. I don't really know where to put this. Put it there. A little more than we eat. Good, good. Our culture rating is good right now, but that will change as we get closer to 6,000 people. I'm actually surprised that it's doing so well. Especially when you consider the fact that we don't have a coliseum. We don't have any libraries. We don't have any of that fancy-dancy stuff yet. This game almost wants me to pull up, like, a Dyson Sphere program style chart for good production. Just to see where we're at. Just pull it up and be like, yes, I'm building 12.75 furniture per year, and I'm selling 11 of them. Of course. I knew that. Should have a lot of people coming in. Yeah, we got a lot of people coming in. They're filling up this housing up here. Two hours in, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. The only thing that could ruin my day right now is a surprise attack from over here. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. I don't know how likely it is, but I don't want to take the risk. There we go. And we'll build towers all along here. There we go. Easy peasy. I don't know whether or not this will reach the house. It should. It should reach the house. Alright, now the most dangerous spot is, like, over here. As assuming that the enemies can only attack from the north, which I have no guarantee of. They could attack over here. Or over here. This would actually be a very bad place for them to attack. You know, we're making bank. Let's increase our salary just a little bit. There's not really any point to it. It's only in case I have to bribe Caesar. Too few libraries. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen eventually. Okay. Kind of just hanging out waiting for this housing to upgrade, which is kind of this game in a nutshell if you think about it. But that's okay. I keep checking my YouTube because War of Dots on my YouTube is going nuts right now. And it has been for a few days. Not quite as good as it was earlier, but we'll see what happens. But that's neither here nor there. What we do have is upgrading houses. Excellent. Let's get more food. I think pigs is the last thing we need to put up here. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit weird. Gross. Whatever, it's fine. Is this the pigs one? It's the fruit one. Sorry, cart. This is good for the long term, I promise. This is bugging me. There we go. Now we can put a pig farm in there. Good. How do our granaries look down here? They're looking good. Granaries down there are looking good. Granary here is looking good. Good, good. We're just about to hit 5,000. I would say we're probably over halfway through this mission already. I could be wrong about that. Let's pop an academy down. We really don't have the employment for it, though. But the game really wants one. I don't relish the idea of building on this farmland. But we have so much farmland. I don't know. We'll just put it over here. We'll just put some housing here or something. This is a little bit out of the way in another way. But that's okay. There we go. Bring a road this way. $5,000 people. That's a nice little jingle, too. Alright. I'm going to try. I don't know how well it'll work. But I'm going to try to not connect this to here, if at all possible. I don't know how well it'll work in the long term, but that's the game plan. Employees needed. I get it. I get it, game. I understand. I just want to keep these granaries full. This is like, functionally, this is like my emergency food supply. All right, we're very close to 6,000 people, which means basically we got to get this city to work for 6,000 people. There's no real sense in going above 6,000 if we can help it, because it's just going to make getting the culture rating harder. But I probably am going to have to sacrifice some people to a barber. I'm not quite sure where and how I'm going to do that just yet. Definitely do want more schools. These guys should be able to get away with just a single warehouse with furniture and pottery. I think. Unlike this area up here where you have, like, 2 blocks of houses pulling from it, we only really have one down here, so... Alright, I give in. I lied. We're just going to connect that there. It's just my lack of patience, really. That's really it, too. But, I mean, like, we're already very close to completing this mission. Like, Favor's going to be a bit of a pain. It's not going to be that bad, though. We'll just send him a lavish gift from time to time. Peace will rise on its own over time, as long as we don't lose housing. Prosperity is what I'm most concerned about. And culture, I think we need an academy to break the culture cap. We'll build one. We'll build one. Let's pop it here. Hopefully that'll be the breakthrough we need. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. I wonder why this... Oh, it's because I'm bad at my job. Okay. That makes sense. I should have guessed that it was a human error. A human error. A singular human error. Yes. Alright, we got the houses growing. That's good. If I beat this mission in less than 3 hours, I'm gonna be shook. Because I was looking at times for the Caesar 3 missions, and the longest one took 4 hours. Yeah, it took almost exactly 4 hours, I think. Which city was that? I checked it, and then I closed YouTube. And then I was like, wait, I should check something else, too. Let's see. Oh, I hate using the mobile app for YouTube. Just go to the channel. Just go to the channel. Okay, let's do it like this. Yeah, it was Lutetia. It was literally 4 hours and 1 minute. So anyway, we're getting attacked. Let's steal this, shall we? Again, this could be a little bit problematic. We're gonna have a little bit of a traffic jam down here. Here, let's send the boys out to try to protect the wall. My city's kind of in the way here. There we go. Let's get the legions in there to plug that gap. There we go. That wasn't so bad. I'm pretty sure my one entire legion was deleted. But we protected the city, so that's good. Yeah, I see no reason not to rebuild this. It's working quite well. It's working quite well. There we go. So here's the thing, like, if they're just going to keep attacking from that angle, you could have, like, a multi-layer wall here. Never really tried to do something like this before, but, I mean, there's no reason not to, yeah? And we just need a slum house out here. With an engineer's post and a prefecture. That'll slow them down even more. $52 culture. Ugh. Okay. It's gotta be the Colosseum, folks. We gotta need a Colosseum. It's the last mission. We gotta build a Colosseum. Where am I building a Colosseum at? Put a lion house over here. There we go. I wonder if we need more theaters. Or more, not more theaters. I bet we need more actor colonies and more, more gladiator schools. There we go. There we go, and we have a working Coliseum now. Like I said, we gotta have a working Coliseum. It's like a legal requirement. We really need 3 academies, huh? What about that game? Does that make you happy? Does that give you the happy culture tingles? I think it will. You guys need access to a clinic or a hospital? A little bit surprised you don't already have access to that, but okay. Let's slam down a couple more libraries, too, while we're here. I don't necessarily think we're going to be able to get away with not being attacked at least one more time. But it's a nice little dream. It'd be nice to complete the mission in less than 3 hours. I mean, we're going to get attacked way sooner than 3 hours, but still. I think peace is going to hold it back. I think peace is going to be... If we get attacked again, it's going to be because of peace. And our lack thereof. Which, there's not anything you can really do about that. It's just, you gotta be peaceful for your long period of time. You guys are still getting food, right? No, I need you to get food. Get food. I mean... No, we're still gonna have them get food. Meanwhile, these guys are getting a lot of furniture. Not really a lot of pottery. Is pottery still a problem? It might be. Well, I didn't think I was going to have to do this, but we might as well. May have to produce more. Let's just stop exporting pottery. It's our weakest trade good. It's our weakest trade good, and we're making so much money right now, I don't really think we need it. Speaking of which, how does our tax income look? These guys aren't being taxed. What kind of nerd didn't decide not to tax these guys? There you go. These guys aren't being taxed. Oh wait, it's the beginning of a new year. Nobody's been taxed. Well, whatever. These guys still didn't have any tax collectors, so we're all good. There we go. 6,000 people. All right. Now we just got to make this city of 6,000 people work for us. Let's build another library. It's just gonna probably put it out in the boonies. That works. Ah, yes. The Wise Mountain Library. Right next to the iron mines. Of course. Beautiful. Too few schools? I know the game's just going to sass me with something else when I'm done with this. Here, let's educate the pigs. Okay, let's cut back a little bit on the furniture. It's getting a little bit out of hand. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so the $1 million question. Can we get 50 prosperity? And can we get 55 peace soon? This is the least likely one. Before the next big attack. Also, we're just going to continue to have people coming in because this is the perfect system. These houses down here, eventually they're going to want to upgrade. And I'm not going to stop them from upgrading. I may even give them a barber. That way they upgrade even more. But only if they're good. Only if they're good do they get a barber. That's how that works. Otherwise, their hair just has to grow, like, the entire length of their body. How is it that we have so much furniture down here and none up here? Are you doing your job? You are. Allegedly. You have furniture. You also don't have... No, you're olives. You're not furniture. But you know what? We don't need olives anymore, so go ahead and go get some furniture. We're going to stop importing olives. Perfect. There's too few libraries again, huh? I'm gonna put one there. Keeping our culture up is just going to be trying to plug gaps at this point. And eventually they'll probably sass me for like a coliseum or something. Come on, Gabe. It's got to be something other than academies. Do you want me? Do you want me to build a hippodrome? I'll do it. I'll build me a hippodrome. 40 vegetables? Are you bonkers? I can probably make that work, but that's a lot of vegetables. Plop a slum house there. Am I going to stop accepting vegetables? This seems like a terrible idea. That's already full of meat. It really shouldn't take us very long to fill up on vegetables. We'll go ahead and we'll build another academy just so that the gods of culture are satisfied with us. Of course that building needs road access. What do you take me for, a fool? There we go. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this done in 3 hours. It's going to be close. It's also mostly going to be prosperity. Oh, yeah. You guys don't have a bathhouse down here. Huh. Gross. There you go. Enemies closing, huh? There we go. That should eventually solve that problem. These guys are still struggling to get furniture, huh? Interesting. It's such a weird problem to have. Okay. That should almost certainly fill up Caesar's favorability, though. Because that's a lot of food. Alright, these guys are starting to upgrade again. Okay, that's good. $24. We're almost there. You guys are out of pottery, huh? I find it so hard to believe that we need more pottery. All right, more pottery it is. I hope you boys like farmland pottery. Because that's what we're getting. Delicious. There we go. So that's going to probably completely fill up this warehouse. I'm okay with that. 38? This is so much food. This is a crazy amount of food. But we need to stabilize our city upgrading so that we can actually get our prosperity up. $39? 40. Nice. All right. No more vegetables. Put that stuff back where it came from. There we go. I think those were the only two that accepted vegetables. I mean, this guy is just never going to get vegetables, but that's okay. And this is accepting vegetables. No. This was accepting vegetables. Yes. Can I get these vegetables out? No. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's go ahead and build more farms. We're gonna build vegetable farms. Those seem to be popular right now. And I guess we'll build pig farms too. And I guess since we're here, we'll build some fruit farms too. There we go. Okay, that should help move. Yeah, these granaries should help move food throughout the area. I don't know why these guys aren't emptying. We're just going to accept those losses, I guess. There wasn't any reason for me to do that. No, I was going to undo it. But I couldn't. It was apparently a war crime. These folks are apparently struggling to get workers, even though I put houses right there. But maybe those people just moved in. I don't know. I don't know when those people got there, so I'll retain judgment for now. Okay, this warehouse is full. That's good. Technically, because that means that all of these potters will start delivering elsewhere. Which will, in its own weird way, kind of improve the spread of pottery throughout the city. Culture's down to 50. I don't think it's the gods, but the gods aren't very happy right now, so we'll go ahead and we'll go with it's the gods. And you know what? It might be the gods enough that we're going to get some marble. Import that. Import that marble. This will cost a little bit of money, but we're currently rolling in money, so... Actually, our taxes are doing quite well. I'm not sweating things too terribly much because our peace rating still needs to get up to 55. But I would like to get my culture rating up to where it needs to be. We actually need like 2 more Colosseums. Probably. That would actually make a lot of sense. We'll plop a Colosseum down here. Right there. That should help our culture rating. Yeah. The game still really wants libraries. Well, I mean, we can build a couple more libraries. I like how I just said I wasn't sweating this yet, and yet I'm still sweating it. It's okay. Too few schools. You know what? This house out here can have all the schools at once. Employees needed, that's okay. It should eventually find people. I think. Ooh, does it actually have, like, no access to people? You can do that. I'm not worried about slum houses. There we go. 76 culture is pretty good. So yeah, it's just, ooh, look at that favor. Yeah, it's just the piece that we have to get up. And I have 0 control over the piece. Well, we could pull a pharaoh and fast forward. But I'm a little bit afraid to do that for fear that I'm going to get attacked and not be ready for it. Especially with how fast those Celts are. Do you want to try to build some rich person housing? It's basically a complete waste of time and money. Nah, we don't need rich people housing. I mean, I guess I could sit back and take some time to talk about what's going to be next for this series of games. Of course, when I say that, I mean, like, city builders. So, last year we played Pharaoh. We went through the campaign. That was fun. Still a bunch of missions in Pharaoh that I haven't done. Even though I did, like, I don't know how long that series is. It's like 30, 40 missions, I think. It's late. It's very late for me, so I don't have much energy. Let's see. Playlists. Yeah, Pharaoh and New Era was 39. Talion Death, how's it going tonight? I am off tonight. Figured I'd finish up Caesar 3. We're doing pretty good. We're basically just waiting for the mission to end. We just got to get this peace rating up to 55, and that's just going to be something that we wait for, basically. At least until my city collapses and all of these drop, and then I have to start over again. Because I am, like, right at the threshold. Sounds like Pharaoh waiting and waiting. Yeah. It's okay. It's alright. It's not as bad as Pharaoh. Peace is not as bad as Pharaoh. But, yeah. So, Caesar 3, 12 missions. Pharaoh was almost 40. I have recently purchased, relatively so, Emperor. Emperor is, I believe it was basically the last of the old school Impressions games that did city builders. There was Caesar 4, but nobody liked Caesar 4, and it came out years later. I've never played that one. I've never played that version, that Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Yeah. But I don't think I'm done with Caesar 3 yet. And this is mostly just based on the fact that I've only done 12 missions, which is not much compared to the 39 that Pharaoh had. So I think I might go back and complete the missions that I haven't done in Caesar 3 before continuing on to the next game. We'll get that one done. We'll get Caesar 3 done. We'll finish it. We'll never have to go back to it ever again. I still have to go back to Pharaoh and complete some of the missions that... or all of the missions that I haven't done there. I like Pharaoh. It's an enjoy. I think it's the best balance between these two, which makes sense because Pharaoh came out much later. There's also other city builders, Nebuchadnezzar, which I recently purchased. There is another Ancient Egypt one, but I don't think I want to do another Ancient Egypt one. Not anytime soon, anyhow. Mostly because we already did an Ancient Egypt one. I know Impressions Games had a Greek one. I don't remember exactly what it was called. I think it was called Zeus or something along those lines. But it was a little bit more fantastical. And I think I own it. But I don't think it has the support that Caesar 3 or Pharaoh has. Then again, I think that's this true for Emperor as well, which is unfortunate. I don't know how that's going to work. I monkeyed around with it a little bit. I have concerns. But we'll see how it works in the long run. Our prosperity dropped to 48. It's probably because, for whatever reason, these houses downgraded. Even though there's a mountain of pottery right next to them. I'm sure they'll figure themselves out. Oh. What is going on with you? Why are you not providing for the people? I'll build an extra market then. Seems excessive. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, hopefully they go... Oof. You guys too? There's pottery right here! I'm not stockpiling it, am I? No? I have 81 pottery. Come on, game. It's okay. You're allowed to use the pottery. I promise. That's why we're making it. That's why it's being produced. There we go. Someone got pottery finally. Why are we suddenly short so many people? What is going... It's got to be this place up here. It's just got to be this area. Because they're downgrading, they're devolving. Here, we're going to put another market up here. This isn't something I want to do, but you have driven me to it. Oh, no. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, hopefully we can get some of those people back. It's a little concerning. You need furniture. Furniture. Furniture, right here. Right here. His furniture is right there.
I've been thrown out of my...
I've never seen this. Oh, there are so few workers here that someone even offered me a job.
Okay. We're only short 200 people. It's recovering a little bit. A little bit. But we're almost certainly going to get attacked again. Enemy is at the door in June? Yeah. When are we gonna get this house to upgrade? It's a little bit silly, but I've done this kind of silly thing before. Where I've tried to get, like, a house to upgrade in the middle of nowhere. We just put a bunch of statues of Caesar staring over him. Fondly. Oh, well, it caused the market to upgrade, so that's good.
I'm off to collect more supplies.
Yeah, you're collecting food. I wonder if we only produce a little bit more food than we eat. I'm wondering if people are so busy collecting food, or the workers are so busy collecting food that they're not getting anything else. That could be. There could be something to that. Out of pottery again, huh? Currently looking for a source of food to sell. I mean, these folks shouldn't be looking for food down here, though. They have so much food. Right here. I could build another section of housing. The problem is that if I build another section of housing, I'm probably going to have to boost my culture more. I don't really want to boost my culture. Alright, well, we got that house to upgrade. Unfortunately, due to the limitations of Caesar, I can't get water, though. This is completely worth my time. Never mind, I lied, we're being attacked. Never mind, I lied, we're going to die. No, we're not actually going to die. We should be fine. Yeah, I can just bring these guys up this way. I haven't quite tried that, but there's no reason why it couldn't work. Ooh, they got a lot of bullies this time. That's a little scary. Are they coming this way? Uh-oh. They're coming this way. That ain't good. That wasn't part of the plan. All right, let's get these guys up here. These guys also need to come over. I think we'll be okay. But this is a concerning amount of Celts. This unit is just going to get completely destroyed. This is like the least prepared wall. Oh, are they backing off? Are they running down that poor prefect? Poor guy. Yeah, they're running away. Okay. Oh, they have sneaky guys right outside the gate. Don't do that. They weren't done at all. Okay, I think they're done now. There we go. Well, that was terrifying. At least the only thing that was destroyed was the gate. And a bunch of people lost their lives. But everything else is okay. Overall quality of the city's housing is bringing things down. They're still struggling, huh? The thing is that, like, 50 is, like, the limit, yeah? So there's a couple of options. Either A, we can work on getting back to 50 prosperity. It shouldn't take much. Or B, we can gamble on a barber. I want to make sure that I have my peace rating at 55 before I gamble on a barber. Because the first thing that's going to happen when I put that barber down is buildings are going to upgrade. We're going to lose people out of the worker pool. And I want to make sure I'm ready for that. Is this it? I've maligned the barber this entire playthrough. Is this where he finally saves the day? Maybe. Of course they've run out of pottery. Why won't they run out of pottery? Food? Yeah, I don't really know what happened with the, ooh, mouse, please, settle down. I don't really know what happened with the markets up here, but at some point, I think maybe they ran out of food in these granaries, and they had to travel farther abroad to find food. And because the market worker had traveled farther abroad to find food, this houses ran out of, like, their luxury goods, their pottery, their, furniture. Why do I not have any furniture there? No, we just don't have furniture there. Okay. All right. Here we go. Are we ready? This is his chance. He could redeem himself right here. Come on, my man. You got this. Show me that little dongle flag. What is... Here. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a little dongle flag. That's a shame. There we go. Large insulae. Now, some of these people should have multiple food types. Or... What, we only get one large insulae? What, did the barber come out and cut one guy's hair and then go home? Excuse me, game. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Maybe we need to... Maybe we need to build more barbers. I hate this idea. I hate this idea so much. Alright, we now have 3 barbers. Let's get that prosperity up, folks. I need... Master Liberty, hey, how's it going today? Sorry, I don't know when you responded in chat. I'm trying to get... 1 more point of prosperity so I can win the final mission of the game. Come on. We need wine? I don't need wine. Actually, that's a fair point. I don't need wine. Plop down more barbers. Let's go. Don't worry about the worker shortage. It'll be all solved when we cut our hairs. It's okay. Apparently, we do need to produce more furniture, though. I'm not really sure when that change happened. There we go. We got a bunch of people coming in. Barbers are super cheap. They only require 2 population. So I can just build them everywhere. Ah, I'm so close. Come on, game. Give it to me. I've been a good boy this year. I did a good job. I am so short on people right now. Why am I so short on people? Short 200 people? I don't know. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I built this shack. I could probably get rid of it. I don't really need it. Desirability. Game. Don't talk to me about desirability. I will build so many statues. I will build so many statues you won't know what to do with yourselves. There we go. Falling desirability. No, I can't upgrade these anymore. I don't have wine. I don't want wine. Come on, game. It's at 49. We're so close. Enemies are closing. We should get it. Maybe when the year ticks over. Game says my prosperity is rising. Will it rise with the year? Also, these houses are eventually going to downgrade because I don't have any... I guess I do have a lot of oil. I was about to say I don't have any oil, but I have lots of oil. It's a good thing somebody's been hoarding that stuff. There, we can produce more oil. Yeah, let's just import oil. Forget it. Forget the olives. We have the money. We have the technology. Game, please. Please, game. I know I was at 50 prosperity earlier. I saw it. I know it's possible. All right. Let's try getting rid of some of our slum houses. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of that monstrosity. You probably still need some of those slum houses. We may not need... That is a long trip. Okay. How do the gods look? Slightly irritated. I'm just shaking my head right now. Game, please. No access to a clinic. Could that be the special sauce? I feel like they had access earlier. Oh, good. They're out of pottery. Game, please. I need 1 point. I need 1 point of prosperity. Game says it's rising, but is it actually? The game told me that earlier, too. Oh. These houses are upgrading. That's good. That's very good. They don't have oil, but that's okay. I feel like we should be having it. What entertainment are you lacking? In theory, I probably need to build a Coliseum up here, but I don't think that's necessary to win the game. I don't think that's necessary to win the game. Come on, game. Did they get oil all the way up here? Impressive. Come on, we have to have it now. We gotta have it now. Everything's upgraded. We've been here before. We got 50. Game. What is this? What do you mean you lost access to a bathhouse? There's one right down the way. This game is trolling me right now. This game's trolling me right now. It's a nice little city, though. It's a nice little city. I think when it ticks over in January, it'll give it to me. As long as everything stays upgraded. As long as nothing falls apart. As long as things don't go horribly wrong. Ah. Lee! Your place in history is assured. The Roman people declare you to be a god. Accept deity status. Okay, this is a little bit over the top, but okay. Let's do it. Look at the pixels! There's so many pixels. That's me! Look at me, I'm chilling. Oh, I got a fancy hat. He, like, yeeted it onto my head. That was pretty funny. Honestly, this is kind of making me want to go play Rome Total War. That's it then, folks.
Congratulations. You have achieved the highest goals ever set to one of Rome's governors.
I mean, that one wasn't that bad.
Hand over to you. I decree that you be crowned Caesar, Emperor of all Rome. The whole empire is yours. Last, I can retire to my island villa, a private citizen once again.
Hey Google, what year did the Roman Empire collapse?
Pantheon of Rome's greatest rulers. Hail Caesar!
What year did the Roman Empire split? You know what? Yeah. We have a hundred and some year, couple hundred years, a few hundred years. I mean, Caesar lived forever. Why couldn't I? We did it, folks. We did it. We still have a bunch of missions to do. We have the other half of all of the missions that I didn't do. And I think I'm probably going to slowly work through them for Caesar 3 before moving on to the next city builder. I might start the next city builder before I do that, because I don't know. I kind of like just jumping back to Caesar from time to time to complete a mission every here and there. It's kind of neat. And when I'm done with Caesar, that might be how I handle Pharaoh in the future. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. But that's going to be it for this, folks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, happy gaming.